I'm Eli Karp, founder of Hello Living, a community-based real estate development company in Brooklyn. A simple signature philosophy that has fueled and defined my success as an entrepreneur for nearly 2 decades, and with more than $500 million in development projects. Never settle for the status quo. The status quo is where innovation retreats to die. People often seek my guidance and counsel regarding potential real estate ventures and opportunities. There is no easy money in real estate. It takes the unwavering strength and perseverance of hardened steel and concrete to forge success in this business. I only design units that I could actually see myself living in. I'm Eli Karp, and this is my blueprint. One of the most important steps early on in any real estate transaction is hiring a lawyer to represent you and your best interest. This person will be an advocate and champion throughout the entire closing process, which can be a daunting experience, especially for first-time real estate buyers. So you absolutely must choose wisely. When purchasing any property, specifically intended for development, try to find a lawyer who is local and specializes in real estate development. Someone who has experience navigating the choppy waters of the New York City real estate market. An experienced lawyer that specializes in real estate development can offer you invaluable insight and expertise that you otherwise would not have access to. Additionally, it will save you time and money if your chosen lawyer has experience with both property closings as well as construction loans. This will allow you to streamline the buying process by using one lawyer to guide you through contract review, conducting due diligence, entering into contract, closing on the property, and securing a construction loan to cover the cost of your project. Your agent or broker will walk you through the strategies behind submitting an offer to a seller. But once the seller accepts that offer, it's your lawyer who will quickly become your new best friend. Please keep in mind that real estate offers are not binding in New York until you enter into contract. So, once your offer has been accepted, your lawyer will need to hit the ground running as they oversee several crucial, time-sensitive stages in the buying process. Your lawyer will review the contract of sale provided by the seller's lawyer upon acceptance of your offer. They'll negotiate edits and revisions that will protect you throughout the course of the transaction. The contract of sale will outline the terms and conditions of the sale and final selling price, and will include any riders or contingencies agreed to by both parties. The contract of sale will also outline the terms of the deposit, which again falls on your lawyer to negotiate. Here's a little tip. Always try to offer a smaller amount upfront, on the condition that you will provide the balance of the remainder of the deposit due within 30 to 60 days. This will give you a little extra time to raise those funds. I've also found that some sellers are willing to accept a much smaller upfront deposit if that deposit is released directly to them. This allows the seller to use that money in the interim and not have it tied up in escrow until the closing date. I've negotiated these terms many times in the past and have released the funds directly to the seller in exchange for a smaller deposit amount, but only on the condition that I retain the option to record the contract. This is an absolute must in order to protect your interest and your deposit. Oh, and your closing date is also scheduled by both buyers and sellers' lawyers. Nearly every seller will try to include a time of the essence clause in the contract of sale. Simply put, this is an enforceable legal clause that defines either party's inability to close on the stipulated closing date as a material breach of contract. If the delay is attributed to the buyer, you will almost certainly lose your deposit. It's extremely important that your lawyer fight tooth and nail to keep this clause out of the contract of sale. But perhaps the single most important task that you'll entrust your lawyer with is to conduct due diligence on the property prior to executing the contract of sale. But don't worry, we'll discuss this critical stage of the buying process in depth during our next Hello Blueprint segment.